Well, hello to everyone and welcome as you join us for the second of these group stage games. Competition only a couple of match days old, but there have been already plenty of talking points, much for us to scrutinise over the course of a fortnight or so. Winners on day one, no doubt now looking to cement their place in the latter stages as quickly as possible. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. So, having won on opening day, it's eyes forward on the missions that remain.
Well, Peter, there's a very good chance they can plough on after what was a good start. And even if they have a wobble along the way, I think this team has a structure and a philosophy that's solidly in place. And I think they can rely on that. So my advice would be, keep aiming high. Why not opt for some swagger, in parts at least? I think they're capable of it.
And if he did just miss it, it has a pop! Loses his balance and loses the ball. Kovacic. Hulk. Anything? No. Got a shot away! And he just whacks it away. And it's Hulk. Hulk finds himself eased off the ball. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Modric. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
For goal! He's got away with one there.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Tar, and it's played forward. It is deadlocked. Schick shoots! He's pulled off a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Leeds keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. And it's Hulk. Koke tries to get it forward quickly. Not long till half-time, and it is still goalless. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Kovacic. Modric. More than happy to take the muscular approach. And it's half-time here. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not going to want to try. Interesting game up to now, but still goals. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're already back underway here. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Just brushed off the ball there. Kovacic. Keeper sends it forward. Hulk. He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. And finally he has breathed life into the game.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
Leeds break the deadlock.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Hulk. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Koke drives it forward. Just about up to 75 minutes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Hulk battles to win it back.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That's a decent ball. And he's straight offside.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
That's Hulk. It has got through. Big chance! Goal! Two to the good. They have breathing space. So that's two now without reply. Modric. Kovacic. Hulk. Pings it out wide. Modric. Oh, good take in a good area. Chapaza hits! And more! And they are cruising away.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen...
And there goes the final whistle. A great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures.
Luka, this is awesome! Yeah, they got up at that! He's through, they're going! Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice. Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! They could like that to so far! Best game ever! Who's better? And I'm thinking that! Going for it! Oh, what a goal! This guy's got some ball! This is the best game ever!
Whoa, look.
Yes!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that!
Yes, score!
Who's better? And I'm thinking that!
Going for it.
Oh, look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at that! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! They could like that to so far! Best game ever! Who's better? And I'm thinking that!
Going for it.
Oh, what a goal! This guy's got some ball! This is the best game ever!
Whoa, look.
Yes!
Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that!
Yes, score.
Who's better? And I'm thinking that!
Going for it.
Oh, look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh,
Luka, this is awesome.
yeah, they got up at that! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice.
Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge! They could like that to so far! Best game ever! Who's better? And I'm thinking that!
Going for it.
Oh, what a goal! This guy's got some ball! This is the best game ever!
Whoa, look. Oh, Luka, the energy is insane.
No, look at that!
Yes, score.
Who's better? And I'm thinking that!
Going for it.
Oh, look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yeah, they got up at that! He's through, they're going!
Wow, look at that pass. He's going for goal. Nice.
Yeah, Apostle!
Well, we have the most perfect day for you. A warm hello in every sense of the word. The sun is out and football has a special place on this most idyllic of days. A fixture ahead of us to which we've all been looking forward for so very, very long, and it means so very, very much. The scene could not be more beautiful. The pitch looks terrific. The players are ready to get started, and we cannot wait for the contest that lies ahead. This place, simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And it's Valbuena. Hulk chooses to go back, and the finish! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Modric. Valbuena tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Valbuena. Leeds were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. Big chance! He's scored! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
A 1-0 lead established.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Leeds come up with yet another first-half goal. It's quite a habit they're in. And it's Hulk. Modric. Leeds are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Kovacic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Crystal Palace, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
It's Modric! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Modric just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Valbuena. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. What an adventurous run from a defender. Diving header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Valbuena. Kovacic. And here's Hulk. He's had a look. Andros Townsend plays it forward. And it's Rijderveld. Plays it out to the flank. Andros Townsend has it in a wide position, so what next? And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well, there's good movement off the ball, the passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leeds happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the game has already resumed here. And the shot! Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. Hulk. Valbuena. It's on a plate. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chiellini. Leeds have been hit early in the second half of recent games. They're looking to correct that fault now. And it's Hulk. Still just a single goal between the sides. Surely he's gone for it! Oh, that is rather wayward.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Modric. He's had that put on a plate. He's got the ball, has a hit! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Leeds making consecutive changes here. Leeds have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
McCarthy needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Timely intervention. Crystal Palace keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Cuts it out. Riedewald drives it forward. Has he picked him out? Zaha! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Modric. Leeds have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Lovely bit of skill there. He's had a shot! And he's there to hoof it away. And that's been won straight back. That's the throw.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Modric was not to be moved. Two minutes to be added on. Müller. Chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being...
And that will be the final act. A decent win via a very competent performance. Without doubt, they were the better side, and the result reflects as much. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
Luka, this is awesome!
Yeah, let's not pop at this! He's through, we're going!
Wow, look at that pass! It's going for goal! Nice! Yeah!
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through!
Wow, this stadium is huge! Niggas like that, let's go on! Best game ever!
Going for it!
Oh, what a goal! This guy got the ball! This is the best game of all!
Bro, look! Luka, the energy is insane! Yes, go on!
Look at the pass!
He's breaking through! He's gonna score! Luka, this is awesome!
Yeah, let's not pop at this! He's through, we're going!
It's going for goal! Nice!
Yeah, Apostle! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through!
Wow, this stadium is huge!
Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. Tries a shot! Oh, brilliant! That is brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order!
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Leeds take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Kovacic. Modric. How about a big chance? They've scored! And already they're looking to run away with it. Jim, your thoughts?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Leeds to have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Tries to locate someone up front. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Modric. Played into the middle. Keeper's ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets it upfield. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Measured, and the finish! They are rampant! And they are cruising away! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Leeds take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Hoists it forward. It's offside. Yes, it is. Gets it back. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Has gone out. Ball's out on the left now. Going through. And he should have made it 4. And we've reached half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Leeds 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. So we're already into the second period. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Great leap! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Brings it forward. The referee has given a corner. Tries to get it clear. Kovacic. And he just whacks it away. Modric. And here's Kovacic. Gets into some space. Up to meet it! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up. Clark Salter.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Heads it! Really well taken goal. Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
It's become a case of men against boys. Shoots! And he's missed it.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there? They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
He's through, now is he in? Oh, well played, he needed to get that right. That's pretty clear, it is a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Leeds with a chance here to increase their lead. He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a waste. Forward it goes. Now a chance to break. Has a pop! Well weighted. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Looking to get with it. He's gone for it! And it's played forward. Back to the keeper and try something new. Looking to hit the front line. Battles to win it back. And now the breakaway. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, better late than never, Peter, although it may not apply in this case after a hat-trick.
And that has put paid to that. And they've been caught out here. It's being played forward. That's not going to make it. 4 added minutes on the board. Forward it goes. Hoists it high. And that's that. Leeds are through. They have the look of a team that fancies going all the way this time. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, it was fairly emphatic.
Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. Niggas like that is so fast. Best game ever. Who's better? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Wow, what a goal! This stands up so well. This is the best game ever.
For Luka, the energy is insane.
Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope it's one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Massive leap! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Hutchinson gathers from the goal kick. Modric. Valbuena. Dante. Kovacic. Modric. Valbuena. Valbuena. Kovacic. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides.
He's gone for it! It is deadlocked. Tokush spreads it towards the left.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
Hutchinson. Tokush. Tosun. Flings in a cross.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more missed than hit.
Ball's out on the left now. Cristante. Kovacic. Modric. Oh, real danger! Big chance! It's broken loose. Cleared without complication. Valbuena. And it's Valbuena. Modric. That's gone a long way up and away. It'll be a throw-in. Valbuena. Modric. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And that has been clubbed away. And we hit half-time, so neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. With an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're already back underway here. No score in the first half, who's ready to go for it now? Lajic, out towards the flank. Tokarz. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Pumps it into the area. It's a brilliant interception. Nil-nil the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Tokarz. Tosun. He's got options out wide. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Oh, good take, goes for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He trapped it expertly, Peter, and released it very differently.
And it's Modric. What an adventurous run from a defender. In he flies! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Kovacic.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Well positioned to make that interception. Larin. It has got me, he's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Gets up to hit it! Hoists it forward.
Besiktas merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Vida. Abubakar.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Looking to hit the front line. Well read, he sorted that out. And it's played forward. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. And stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps...
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge. Niggas like that, let's go on. Best game ever. Who's better? And I'm niggas that. Going for it. Oh, what? This guy was the ball. This is the best game ever.
Bro, look. Oh, Luka, the energy's insane.
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Modric. Gets it, shoots! First blood drawn.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Leeds for first blood here.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Leeds were simply a class apart in the corresponding fixture last season. They dismantled their opponents. Gets into some space. Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Valbuena. Leeds are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Aimed into massive lead! A reprieve, albeit shapes to shoot. He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And he's there to clear it. Valbuena. He's in, surely! Clears it out of harm's way. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Great leap! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Leeds take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable. Has a goal! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Gets into a dangerous position. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Oh, really good feet from him. Valbuena. He's had a shot! There's the whistle for half-time. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Leeds go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Already up and running for the second half. A buccaneering run from the defender. Cleared away. And it's Valbuena. Valbuena! Valbuena. And he heaves it forward. Dashing forward at pace. Leeds in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Good ball, it's found its target. Shapes to shoot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, it's a very good effort. There wasn't much wrong with that at all. We're talking fine margins now.
It's on a plate, has a hit! And in it goes! And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Modric. Oh, sweet feet. Could try cutting inside. Up he gets! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And it's Cuadrado. Has a pop! should have put that one away.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. So it is looking now like 12 points from 12. It's come through. Is it? Hits one! And yes, it's there!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
He's made it three. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Leeds disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Gets it back. Now, can he capitalise? Knocks it away. It's come loose. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and a result which is well-deserved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us.
Luka, this is awesome!
Yeah, they got Haaland, yes! He's through, look at it!
Wow, look at that pass. It's going for goal. That's
Yeah, Fossil! Wow, look at that pass!
Yes, he's breaking through.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. Old Trafford rising to the occasion as only Old Trafford can. Some terrific scenes at the Stretford end. The action has already started. Good clearance and very necessary. Leeds have made this tremendous start, Jim. What's the reason for it?
Probably the structure to this team. Formations don't win you games, but getting the correct one to suit your players and your team's approach is a big part of it, and the players, for me, are making this work extremely well.
Greenwood, more than happy to take the muscular approach.
Manchester United have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
And it's Modric. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Oh, sweet feet. And a header! It's in! What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Leeds take the lead.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Gets his foot in there. Bruno Fernandes. That's sprayed out wide. Finds himself eased off the ball. good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Van der Beek, and here's Rashford. It's Rashford! Oh, that was close. Valbuena. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And it's Valbuena. Oh, great ball! And he's there to cut it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Good ball, it's found its target. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Gets wrestled off the ball. Modric. Modric. Goes for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose! Fired in.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Oh, good ball. And he's onside. Valbuena. And this has gone, presumably for offside. And we've reached half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leeds come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. So we're already into the second period. Leeds carrying a one-goal lead. Bruno Fernandes. Just brushed off the ball there. And now the breakaway. He's through. It's a brilliant interception.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's being played forward. Well positioned to make that interception. Valbuena. Leeds are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Rashford plays it out to the wing, loses his balance and loses the ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Andreas Pereira.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
And he's cut it out. Manchester United have it back and they can go again. Kovacic. Valbuena. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could.
Tries one! Really well taken goal. And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Leeds take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in. Badiashile drives it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through.
Rashford really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Out to the left it goes. The final 5 minutes. It has got through to him. Timely intervention. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Hoists it forward. Has a hit! Valbuena dashing forward at pace. Forward it goes. He's one-on-one, and the finish! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
And that will be the final act. Leeds enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. Your final thoughts, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit and getting behind.
Luka, the energy is insane. Luka, this is awesome!
Wow, this stadium is huge. Niggas like that, the squad. Best game ever. Oh, what a goal. You stand for Stonewall. This is the best game ever.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And the shot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Leeds have this frantic spell of games. Fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
And it's Kovacic. Has a hit! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Leeds take the lead, 1-0.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
He's got through. Oh, it's one! It's a goal! And already they're looking to run away with it. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Dante gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
Gets up to head it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Now goes for goal! That's offside, yes it is. Chambers. Christensen. Has he found his man? Chambers cuts it out. That has put a stop to that. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He'll fancy himself from here. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. He's gone for goal! Shot at goal! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Any views on the first half?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
Leeds go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. So we're just settling back into this second half. Gets the better of his man. Could be a chance here. Forward it goes. Pulisic. Hoists it forward. Oh, well played, he saw that coming.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Chelsea, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
Look, to alter the intended game plan was a daring move on the manager's part. It wasn't quite working for him, and he accepted his mistake. And I think what followed merits a lot of praise.
He's had a goal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Kovacic. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Leeds couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
It's on a plate. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Christensen. And it's played forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Out for a throw. Hit into the middle. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Chambers positions himself well and cuts it out. Werner! Werner! Kovacic. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Christensen. And that's it. Leeds claim victory here, and on balance they were worth it. Your final thoughts?
Wow, this stadium is huge. Niggas like that. Squad. Best game ever. Who's better? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. I want to go. This guy got the ball. This is the best game ever.
Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on. Who's better? And I'm thinking that. Going for it. Look at the pass.
Well, there is a certain thrilling simplicity about all of this. For those who want to secure a place in the last 16, all that is needed, 3 points. It does sound easy enough, but the major issue, of course, being that the opposition here are not prepared to lie down. They are pumped for this. No apparent sign of nerves, just a steely determination. The prize, a chance to play with the very best. And there is no better motivation at this level than the need to win. Hits one! Fence has got rid of that. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Besiktas are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Out to the left it goes. Beautifully done. Leeds are enjoying. He'll hit it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
A win here so important to their ambitions. Abubakar. Vida. And that's a throw. Cuts it out. Hutchinson. Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. Pinged forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
He's off on a marauding run. Knocks it away. They've managed to get it away. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And it's Cuadrado. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. But it is coming up to that point in the game where this defence is going to have to stay sharp in order to avoid the well-documented lapses that have befallen them in recent weeks. Danger averted for now. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Besiktas have a free kick. Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. And he's produced a beauty. Besiktas take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Leeds concede yet again in the second half. It happens repeatedly. Modric. Cuadrado. Plays it out to the wing. And out to safety. Can he deliver? Leeds are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. Time is ticking away and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Cleared without complication. And that's been won straight back. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and agonisingly narrow.
He's breaking through. He's gonna score. Luka, this is awesome.
Yes, it's up, yes. He's through, we're going.
Let's go for goal.
Yeah, Apostle. Wow, look at that pass.
Yes, he's breaking through.
Wow, this stadium is huge.
Oh, what a lovely, lovely day. Absolutely glorious weather here as we welcome you to a football match of considerable significance, great consequence in this part of the world. They've been talking about this one for a while and they have rolled up to it in fantastic numbers. You should have seen the roads outside the ground in the hour or two leading up to it. It has been bumper to bumper, the traffic has been extraordinary, but the level of expectation is also very, very high. And these supporters who were queuing round the block for their tickets as soon as we knew the date of the fixture, well, now they can't wait for it to begin. And begin it will any second now. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus, he's always going to be a massive threat, Peter. And that's primarily because his movement off the ball is so effective. Even if he doesn't end up touching the ball, he usually plays a part in his team's attacking plays because he's dragged people out of position. And that can be an obvious help to those around him. He's full of enthusiasm.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Leeds get it back again. Leeds have the league's best defensive record. He's away! Danger averted for now. What a throw in. Leeds have so far dropped a grand total of just 4 points this season. 2 draws, and they've won the rest. Eric Garcia.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
Well, when the options aren't quite present in the box, it's the crosser's interest to hold on for the support.
Gabriel Jesus. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Gets wrestled off the ball. Modric has been on just about every back page leading up to this transfer window. I wonder if there's anything in the rumours, Jim.
Well, I just think he's hit form at the perfect time, which can secure the best move possible.
Has a pop! Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Keeper sends it forward. Kyle Walker. Eric Garcia. Plays it over to the other flank. Leeds can't seem to retain possession. There is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first-half thoughts?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Leeds have been mighty impressive in defence just recently. Looking to break out here. Cleared without complication. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. De Bruyne. Hoists it high. Foden drills one in. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature.
Tries a shot! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Gabriel Jesus. Nicely measured pass. Ferran Torres. Up to meet it! Sticks it away! Finally the breakthrough! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Foden goes looking.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Hulk. What an adventurous run from a defender. Gets the better of his man. Header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Walker battles to win it back.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Gabriel Jesus. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that is not the outcome they were after. A truly disappointing.
Luka, the energy is insane.
Yes, go on! Who's better? Going for it! Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.
Yes, it's not Papa Dance! He's through the goal!
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the... Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Reguilon tries to switch the play. Kovacic. Leeds are unbeaten in their last 5 here. Modric. Valbuena. Kovacic. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Valbuena. Well read, he sorted that out. Partey finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
He's got away. It is quite a run he's making here. Chance! Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Leeds break the deadlock.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Jota. Son Heung-min. Leeds suffered their first defeat of the season last time out, so time now to put that right. And it's Valbuena. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Forward it goes. Aurier. Son Heung-min desperately wants to get on the end of this. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Knocks, heads it! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Partey. A really good feat. Lo Celso crosses. Cut out in the nick of time. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leeds, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. It's Kane! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Tottenham, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
Just brushed off the ball there. Lo Celso. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, good interception. Modric. Valbuena. He's there to receive it. Tries to get it clear. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Has a goal! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Oh, that is out of this world. Terrific improvisation and execution. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Leeds grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Shoots! Aurier gets good distance on it. Leeds making another change here. Going for goal! Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Sanchez sends it forward. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Son Heung-min has a pop! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Ronaldo plays it short. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Look at the defender bombing forward.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more missed than hit.
Partey. Winks. Winks gets it forward. Long ball, but not especially accurate. Modric. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Leeds did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
What I most admire about this outfit is the cohesion and the willingness to work hard as a unit, getting behind the ball, doing the ugly stuff.
Look at the pass!
He's breaking through. He's gonna score.
Oh, yes!
Luka, this is awesome.